I want to introduce myself. My name is Ray, and I've been a Christian for 32 years, raised Pentecostal, and I know all about the signs of the end times. I have been studying these signs of the end times for a long time, and now I see that a lot of these things are coming to pass. First of all, let's get started on where we are and all the things that we're told what would happen long ago that we read about and we find out about these things that are supposed to happen. 1, famines. 2, pestilence. 3, earthquakes in diverse places. Okay, them are a few of the signs. Oh, and another one. The waves roaring in fury. Okay? So, we see a lot of that happening. I mean, if you think about it, the waves roaring in fury, you think to yourself, what does that mean? That means the waves in the ocean roaring with fury. If you look at the situations you see all around you, I mean, look at what happened in Japan just a couple years ago. They got hit with a tsunami. It like destroyed almost the whole state of Japan. They had a massive tsunami hit them. There's been tsunamis throughout the world in different places that's done a lot of damage. Japan is one for example. Number 2, earthquakes. You can look all around you and see that all these earthquakes that has happened. Okay? Earthquakes that don't happen usually that often. There's been a lot of earthquakes. You know? I mean, if you look, you'll see the news and it'll tell you about all these earthquakes that's happened. You know? Like one earthquake, there was one earthquake that had happened in Italy. It's like, what? An earthquake in Italy? They had one in Italy. They had another one, I think it was Switzerland. They had an earthquake there. They had an earthquake in Japan. They had an earthquake in California. They had an earthquake in a lot of different places. So that's one thing that's been happening more frequently. More frequently. We've been having more earthquakes in different parts of the world more frequently. It's just becoming more frequent. And we have all these things that's happening in the end times. So, earthquakes shall be in diverse places. Famines. If you look at the famines, you can see that there's a famine going on in Africa. And also in Somalia, Africa, Ethiopia. These people are in famine. They're hungry. If it wasn't for America going over there, they probably wouldn't have nothing to eat. Another thing is Haiti. You heard about the earthquake that happened in Haiti. It happened one time and it destroyed everything. A lot of people died and everything. And it destroyed a bunch of people. It destroyed a bunch of land. The people are hungry. Christians are going over there feeding these Haitians. And if it wasn't for the Christians feeding these Haitians, they wouldn't have nothing to eat. And they don't even have enough food to cover all of the Haitians. When they get there to deliver the food, the Haitians are fighting amongst each other. They're like multitudes and multitudes and multitudes of Haitians. And yet there's not enough food to feed them all. So what they do is they do what they can. They serve the food that they can serve as much as they have. But they cannot serve all of them. So, I mean, there's a famine taking place right there in Haiti. You know? Okay, let's see. I've done covered the earthquakes. They're becoming more frequent. 2, the famines. They're becoming more frequent in more parts of the world as well. Tsunamis. Earthquake. You know, I'm talking with that one sign that says waves of the sea shall be roaring in fury. Look at the tsunami that took place in Japan. It looked like the waves were roaring with fury in the country of Japan. Now, there's more to come. Them are just some of the things. And of course, them are going to become more frequent as well. Now, let me calm down a little bit because I know I'm getting a little hyper here. I have so much to tell. I don't even have enough time to tell it, but I'm going to try to make it short as I can and give you as much information as I can. Okay. Another thing. You've heard of the Antichrist. You've heard of him. I will tell you the characteristics of the Antichrist. Okay? This is what I've learned. 1. Craft shall prosper in his hand by ways of the sea. 2. He shall have no need for women, for he magnifies himself above all. 3. He shall say, peace, peace, when there is no peace, but with peace he shall destroy many. 4. He shall stand in the temple and claim to be the Most High, but yet he shall be lying. And 5, he hates Jews. He hates Jews and he hates Christians. Okay? It's another one. Another sign. Now, if you look around the world, you're thinking to yourself, who could this be? Who could this Antichrist be? You know, people are going to think, you know, he's going to come like he's some kind of high power or something. And a lot of people are going to believe him. But the weird thing is, you're thinking to yourself, who could this be? Who could this be? Well, it's kind of weird, but it could be many people. His name will equal the number 636, which they say is 666. Now, if you look on the ancient Hebrew alphabet, you will see that that name is such a large number of a name. So it looks to me like it could be a Middle Eastern because their names are very long and their names equal high calculations in the ancient Hebrew alphabet. Okay? Now, I think it's going to be the Mahdi. You're asking yourself, what's the Mahdi? The Mahdi is a person in which the Muslims are awaiting for in the Middle East, and all the Muslims around the world are awaiting this person called the Mahdi. Okay, they think, oh, he's going to bring peace. That's what they think. He's going to bring peace, and he's going to bring comfort. And he's going to bring security. No, that's what they think. But that ain't what he's going to do. He's going to bring the total opposite. Remember, I told you one of the signs of the Antichrist is he shall say peace, peace, when there is no peace, but with peace he shall destroy many. Okay? So I think it could be the Mahdi. Now, then there's another sign that says, craft shall prosper in his hand by ways of the sea. You're thinking to yourself, how can craft prosper in someone's hand by ways of the sea? Ooh, well, it could very possibly be Muhammad Ahmadinejad. It could be. He could be the Mahdi. He could be the Mahdi in which the Muslims are waiting for. Because look what he's doing. He's jacking up the prices on the oil, and he's making a big profit off of it by ways of the sea. You see, because we pay him. When we pump our gas tanks, when they jack the gas prices up, we're paying him. And the more he charges, the more money he makes. So he could be making money by ways of the sea. See what I'm saying? Also, Muhammad Ahmadinejad is making a nuclear weapon. And he intends to use it on Israel. Or America. So it could very possibly be Muhammad Ahmadinejad. Let me repeat that again. Muhammad, which is the name of a false prophet, Ahmadinejad. Now, if you translate that, it kind of sounds like Muhammad Ahmadinejad. You're thinking, what kind of language is that? What kind of language is that? Well, it's Farsi. So you got to learn Farsi to find out what it means. And you're thinking to yourself, how can I learn Farsi? Well, it's not hard. But what I really think it means is Muhammad is the man's name, which is the name of a false prophet. He's named after a false prophet. 2, means is. From Farsi to English, means is. Mahdi means Mahdi, which in the Muslim world means the person that they're waiting for. That'll bring peace. Okay, so we got that so far. Muhammad is Mahdi. Na means of. And Jad means jihad, because Jad is Farsi. And the word Jad means jihad in Farsi. Jihad in Arabic means war. They call it holy war. That's what they call jihad. So, if you translate that into English, it is Muhammad the false prophet is the Mahdi of jihad, holy war. Because that's what they say jihad means, holy war. So, if you look, he's making a nuclear weapon right now. And he intends to use it. And the Americans are trying to stop him. And the UK is trying to stop him. And the European Union's trying to stop him. But he's not going to stop. He intends to use that nuclear weapon. So he's not going to listen. Now, it looks as if Israel is preparing for war right now. Israel is preparing for war against Iran. They think Iran is going to bomb them with a nuclear bomb. So they don't know what to do. They're hoping the United States backs them up. Because the United States, we have all the, weapons here in the United States. We have nuclear bombs, we have atom bombs, we have all these different types of bombs. And plus we have a huge army. We have a lot of allies that can help Israel out. But the thing is, we have a Muslim president. And he might get elected again for the second time. We better hope not. We need somebody in this country that's going to back Israel up. Our army needs to back Israel up is what we need to do. But with a Muslim president named Barack Hussein Obama, it's going to be impossible to back Israel up. And so what's going to happen? Maybe the holy war will happen. Maybe. I don't know. But it seems very possible. And Muhammad Ahmadinejad could very well be that evil, rotten Mahdi in which the Muslims are awaiting. And if it isn't him, it's someone else who's behind the scenes in on all this war that could very well possibly take place very soon. So I'm telling you right now, look, we are living in end times. You need to look around and look for these people that have these characteristics in which I told you about. It will be someone who is against Christianity. It'll be someone who is against Jews. It'll be someone who is for Muslims. Muslims are Antichrist, and they follow the false prophet. But they are awaiting a Mahdi, which will be the Antichrist, which I think. And his name will equal 666. That's what I think. And he's going to be the one that is a backstabber. He's going to be the one that's a liar. He's going to be the one that says peace, peace when there is no peace. And he's going to destroy many with peace.